This isn't going to be about how to tie knots. You should already know how to do that. This is about how to tie them well. Next to me I've got 3 figure-of-8 knots, all tied in slightly different ways. And I want to encourage everybody when tying knots to consider 2 aspects of what they're doing. The first is the size of the loop that is formed, otherwise known as the throw of the knot. This should be as short as possible for the job that you're doing. A very large throw just wastes rope and creates clutter at your system. And the second is the length of tail. The tail of our knot should be between 5 and 7 centimetres long. Conveniently, the ropes that are issued in the New South Wales SES have a label which is 5 centimetres long. It's also about the width of 4 knuckles. Grab the tail in your fist, that should be the right length. As you can see here, the rope on the left has a very long throw and a very long tail. It's a mess. The rope on the right has an appropriate throw, but it has a very long tail that's been secured or shortened with some sort of stopper knot. Some people think that if some tail is good, more is better, and you can always tie it off with a stopper knot to make it look secure, or perhaps even more safe. I'm aware of 2 fatalities that have occurred due to stressed rescue operators inadvertently clipping the strand of rope between the figure-of-8 and a stopper knot. As soon as they loaded the rope that they were attached to, the stopper knot came undone and they fell to the death. So a stopper knot is not only unnecessary, it's also, in my opinion, unsafe. The rope in the centre, however, you can see has a nice small throw, big enough for the carabiner that it's holding, but not a whole lot more, as well as a small tail, about a fist's width. Dressing and setting knots. One of the benefits of the knots that we use in the New South Wales SES is their ease of inspection, allowing us to easily verify that they've been tied correctly. To support this, and because we're professionals and should take pride in a job well done, it's important to ensure that our knots are dressed correctly. That is, that there are no twists in the rope within the knots we tie. It's also important to set a knot before we load it. Setting a knot removes any loose rope from within the knot, minimising any extension when the knot is placed under load. An effective way to set a knot is to take the knot in one hand and with the other hand pull each of the 4 strands coming out of the knot one at a time, repeating until there is no more movement in the lengths of rope. On the left, you can see a very poorly dressed figure-of-8 knot. This knot contains multiple twists in the rope. An effective way to dress a troublesome figure-of-8 knot is to loosen and flatten the knot as shown in the blue rope. From this point, if we flick the top section away from me, the bottom section towards me, and apply tension, we'll end up with a well-dressed figure-of-8 knot. And on the right, you can see what a well-dressed and set figure-of-8 knot should look like.